Mornings with Icon Protocol. I'm Jim Ruda. Each week I'll help you start and re-energize your business, your week, with an idea to inspire you to prospect more and then, of course, hopefully to sell more. I'll be speaking about Icon Protocol rules each time, and I'll remind you of what I know industry icons, industry leaders do to build their business so that you can do it too. Today, let me set the stage for our Monday morning meetings with an explanation of Icon Protocol. Icon Protocol is the set of rules that Icon advisors follow so they can lead the industry. They do this consciously or subconsciously, and I've had a real good look at the businesses of so many of these folks from all across, well, really around the world. And I know that these four rules really set the stage for their business. And if you can follow them, man, you can make a difference too. So here's what Icon Protocol means. First of all, you inspire for persistence. And in fact, you have to be inspired to persist. And if you know icons in this business, you know that the one thing they do especially well is they persist. They keep making the calls. They make the contacts. They follow through. I know that some advisors will take 2, 3, 4, 5 years to get a great client. They'll work extra hard to make sure they can make that connection. But you have to be inspired to persist, right? And that's the first thing. Your business has to be built on something that inspires you. Remember, if you are inspired, you can be inspiring. Now, once you get this, and of course these orders are these rules are in order of what's necessary to be done, but it does start with inspiring yourself so that you can persist. But the second thing is communication. And man, we know this about Icon advisors. Aren't they extraordinary communicators? They always have an answer. They're great at just spontaneous role play. You can ask them for their prospecting talk, or you can ask them for their presentation, their phone call, anything. Bam! They've got the answer for you 100% all the time. That's what they do. They know how to communicate. They've simplified their approach so that they know that they can get it out there and they can make a difference. And they can attract, so they communicate for attraction. That's the C in Icon. You communicate for attraction. Of course, other kinds of communication include the marketing and the prospecting they do. And what is prospecting, of course, but just inspired communication, really, isn't it? Or inspiring communication. The O in Icon is about organizing for consistency, to be organized for consistency. I'd say that one of the hallmarks of any icon in this business is their consistency of production. Now, they might not work all year, but when they're working, they're producing. And I think that's a huge thing. Now, what do we know then? We know about organization, that these are folks that are organized. Their presentations, their businesses, their staff. Organization is a big part of that. And then finally, numerate for improvement. So if you want to get better, if you want to consistently improve your business, you have to numerate. That means to count activities, to count your results. You monitor, you track, you watch the things you're doing. What we know, of course, is that whatever you measure will improve. Whatever you measure and report on will improve. That's really the point. So that's Icon Protocol. And I think just knowing that can get you off to a good start for a week. Remember, and be inspired. Think about what is it that inspires you enough so that you'll prospect and put up with the, to be Shakespearean, the slings and arrows of outrageous, prospects, and get your way through the week. And then communicate. Get your communication down straight. Know your presentations. And be sure that you're out there on Facebook Live, perhaps, and on LinkedIn, and in the area where your clients are. Organize yourself, and then finally make sure you're paying attention so that you know what you're doing. When you do all of these things, you can become an icon. And I'll tell you what, it's like the old story goes, when you shoot for the moon and you miss, you'll still end up among the stars. And that's what we want for you. Monday morning meetings with Icon Protocol. I'm Jim Ruda. It's been a delight to be with you. I'll see you again next week.